Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie. Today's flow is going to be a yoga flow to help build strength in the body. So we're looking at shoulders, arms, legs, core. This can be practiced on its own, or you can integrate it into your practice by doing a warm-up first, maybe some sun salutations, and then a cool down. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to begin in plank. So if you come over onto your mat, starting tabletop, so spread your fingers wide and be sure that your shoulders are above your wrists. We're going to lengthen the right foot all the way to the back of the mat, so you've got that lift in the thigh, and then take the left foot back to meet it. So you're coming into a plank position here. You want to lift up the belly, so keep the core engaged here whilst pressing into the hands to help with the shoulder and arm strength. Taking a couple of breaths here. One more. And then take the tailbone up high into downward facing dog. So bringing the feet hip width apart, and let's have a bit of a pedal up and down through the heels here. You can relax the head so you're not holding on to any tension through the neck. Good. And then let's step this right foot through to the top of the mat and come into a high lunge. So you're going to stay up on the toes of the back foot. This front knee is going to be over the ankle. And let's inhale, raise the arms up towards the ceiling. Take one round of breath here. So that's an inhale and an exhale. And we're going to lower the knee and hover it above the floor. Then pushing back up into your high lunge. And again, lowering, hover the knee, press into that right foot, bring yourself back up. One more time, lower, hover the knee, grounding the front foot up here. Good. Now take the hands down towards the floor and step back into your downward facing dog. Good, keeping the fingers spread wide. Take one round of breath here. Good. Step the left foot through. Again, high lunge on this side, so keep the back leg lifted. Inhale, raise up through the arms. Just lower that knee, hover, and back up. Lower, up. One more time, hover the knee, and back up. Good. Let's step towards the top of the mat into Tadasana. Good. Bring all the weight into the right leg. Lift the left leg behind. So into Warrior 3. You're going to tilt yourself coming forward and then have the option to reach the arms out in front. I've got the wall there, so I'm just going to keep them on my waist for today. So grounding into that right foot. Okay, also pull in with the right glute here to help engage that area. Release the left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Take the hands down, back into plank pose. Lower down, either place the knees down or to practice chaturanga. But we're only going to lower halfway down. Keep the elbows to the ribs. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, downward dog. Take a round of breath here. Gaze between the hands, step, walk, or you can take a hop by bending the knees, hop to the top of the mat. And then inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring the palms together, coming up. And then back into Tadasana. Place the weight into the left foot this time. Tilt yourself forward, lift the back leg into Warrior 3. Again, you have the option to reach the arms in front of you. Okay. Strength building here through the left foot, through the ankle, through the thigh. So keep lifting that right leg behind you. Release it to the back of the mat. Take the hands down into plank. Good, again, lower down. If you did the knees before, see if you can lower down by keeping the knees high this time. And then inhaling, lift through the chest, lift the knees, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Shift yourself back into plank, and we're going to take the knees down for a second. Release the toes, drop onto the forearms. So you've got your shoulders above your elbows and you've got equal distance between your hands and your elbows. Now press down through the palms of the hand, through the forearms, tuck the toes and lift the knees away from the floor. Okay, pull in through the belly. One more. Good. Lower the knees, the toes. Lift the chest up. Take Sphinx pose. The lifting of the chest, rolling back of the shoulders. Good. Lower the chest down. Hands under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Yeah. Take another round of breath here. Good. Drop down onto the forearms and then step the toes in just slightly forward till you start to stack the shoulders above the elbows. Okay, continue to press down into the palms, into the forearms, lifting up through the tailbone. Yeah, breathing in and out through the nose still. Good. Release down onto the knees. Take a child's pose. Bring the forehead to the mat. Lengthen the arms. Take a few rounds of breath here. Good. Bring the hands in towards you. We're going to swing ourselves round. Okay, coming with bent knees. Keeping the chest lifted into Navasana, boat pose. So this is good for building abdominal strength. Also lower back strength and the tops of the thighs. So bringing the feet up. You can have the hands behind the knees, but try not to hold onto the legs to help bring yourself up, okay? We want the engagement to come from the belly here. So they're just resting there lightly, or you can bring them out to the side. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders drawn back, and gaze to the big toes. One more breath. Good. Cross over the ankles, rock up onto your hands, and step or hop yourself back into plank. Okay, lower down. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze between the hands. We're going to step ourselves back through, straight into Navasana, into boat pose. So raising of the legs, keeping the chest raised. And we'll do a couple of low to high boats. So you're going to lower down, but hover the feet and the shoulders above the floor, pull in the belly to the mat, and then engaging to come back up. Okay, lower, hover, all the way back up. We'll do one more, lower, and back up. Good. Cross over the feet, walk the hands out in front of you. So come to cross-leg position and relax the head down towards the floor. Walk the hands in towards you and then place them behind so the fingers come towards the top of the mat. You want to bend the knees and then press into the hands and feet and lift into reverse tabletop. So this is good for building wrist strength, arm strength, but also through the legs and the back by lifting the hips up. Good, so activation with the glutes needed here to keep that lift. Press into the hands, lift the chest. One more. And release. Coming down. Extend the legs out in front of you. Flex the feet. Inhale, reach up through the arms. Exhale towards the feet. So that can be hands on your shins, your ankles, or using a strap if you have one. Taking that hinge from the hips to come towards the feet. Good, coming up. Okay, let's bend the knees and lower down onto the back. Okay, so have the palms down next to the body, have the knees bent. I'm going to lift up through the hips here. So inhale, press into the feet, make sure they stay grounded and lift the hips. You can roll the shoulders under and interlace the fingers if you wish. One more breath. And if the shoulders are rolled under, unravel them, lower through the spine, then release the hips. Good, let's take a tick-tock from side to side. Okay, we'll do that one more time, okay? So palms down, press into the feet, inhale, squeeze the glutes towards one another, hug them in, lift through the hips. Again, that option to roll the shoulders under and interlace the fingers. One more. Good. Lower slowly down. You don't want to dump yourself back on the floor. You want to take this nice and gradual through the spine. Yeah, and then tick-tock the legs from side to side. Bring the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little bit of a squeeze here, hugging them in, and draw the head up towards the knees. Lower the head and the shoulders back down. Okay. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Have the shoulders grounded down. I'm going to extend the right leg out towards the top of the mat, but hover the foot. And then bring the left foot in. So extend the left foot out. And then take it in turns, just to hover that heel of the foot above. Whilst doing this, pull the belly down towards the mat, okay? So you've got lower core engagement here. Now you can speed it up if you want. Take it a bit faster. And then if you want to take it even more, you can start alternating the arms. So with the left leg in, the right arm will go to the floor, and then swapping it over. So right knee comes in, left hand to the floor. Keep pulling the belly down. A couple more. One more. Good. And then bring the knees in. Okay, have a little rock from side to side. Good. Now you can bring the feet onto the floor. Take the hands down next to you and just drop the knees together, allowing them to support. Okay, so here you can now take a rest. You can close your eyes, take a few moments here just to allow that new sensation, that new energy you created just to flow through. You might feel like a nice heat, a nice buzzing, maybe the heart rate is going. So you can take time to enjoy a rest now, or you can come up into seated and then continue with your practice, taking some seated stretches to finish off. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've got a little bit of heat going, maybe a little bit of sweat. But if you did like the video, then if you could give it a thumbs up, it really helps support my channel. And if you want anything else, any other videos that you can think of, then drop me a comment, or drop me a message and let me know. Thank you very much.